Hello and welcome to another video where I owe you an explanation for the past, present, and the future, so let's get into it. Nothing bad has happened. I feel like I have to get that out right off the bat. It's just, obviously, I've missed a few weeks of posting, and the reason for that is because I had been studying for my exams. And that takes time, and exam periods is usually a stressful period, and nobody really gets anything fun done. We all just stress out in the college campus or university campus and do exams. So that is basically why I took a few weeks off, is just because I've been doing other things, because life demands it of us. Currently speaking, I'm well. Everything's been going fine, and I thought that I'd post sort of a video that I don't have to talk about a character design or anything, so then I could just update you on everything that's going on. So that brings us to the future, and also the longest part of this spiel, so let's talk about it. I've been accepted into art school, which is very exciting. I got accepted into a graphic design program. Sorry, it's not quite art school. It's a graphic design program at a college. Nonetheless, I'm still excited for it. But yeah, so I actually have to, I have to move provinces. Because I'm in Ontario and my school is all the way in Nova Scotia. And when it comes to moving, it takes time, and when things take time, you don't get to do the fun stuff that you love. So I won't really be able to post videos and to make videos, which is the main issue, while I am moving and getting the paperwork sorted, getting housing situation sorted, and all these things. So if there are inconsistencies with video posting, if I go on a short break, if there are no videos posted for a month, do not worry. I am just really busy and trying to get everything set up. So yeah, the exciting thing is that I got accepted into graphic design, which is very exciting. Yay! So that I am very pleased with, and I am excited for this next chapter in my life. I think there is something about getting accepted into an art program or any post-secondary program that is very empowering. It boosts your confidence a bit. It makes you sort of understand your self-worth a bit more. Because back in high school, when I was applying for post-secondary school, I never thought that I'd be good enough to get accepted into any art program. That has always been something that I am not very confident with. A lot of the times it's like people knows that they can improve, and a lot of the times I feel like that. But I think it sort of verges on the edge of being fixated on something, being fixated on trying to be perfect or always striving for improvement. And I'm never quite happy with everything in a piece that I've done. So growing up with something like that, especially in art, being accepted into this program is sort of, it sort of tells me that, I can do this and that I'm worthy of, being accepted into an art program, which feels really nice, by the way. So yeah, getting accepted into programs, especially just any post-secondary programs, even for biology, it was a huge shocker for me. So just being accepted into like those programs, it really does boost your egos, and it tells you that, you're just even a bit more qualified than you might think you are. The other thing is that I'm very excited for graphic design opposed to visual arts. So here's the thing that a lot of people are starting to comprehend more nowadays, is that there is a lot more to arts than just visual arts. A lot of people, when you say I want to be an artist, they automatically think that you are going to be some sort of landscape painter or something like that. And in reality, there's a lot more jobs than just being a landscape painter or being a visual artist, creating something for a museum. There are things such as animators, graphic designers. There are things like print designers. Being in the fashion industry counts as art. Doing things like freelancing, that's also a part of the art. And interior designs and a whole bunch of things that counts towards being an artist, but people don't quite think of. For me personally, in high school, it was fun creating these massive pieces or these really interesting pieces, but it's not something that I've imagined myself doing for the rest of my life. It wasn't really a career choice for me. I liked the idea of being a medical illustrator, illustrating something that is, in biology and could fit a textbook or something like that. But that sort of takes a lot of effort. In some cases, you need the communications component, which I know Toronto U had offered, but you also needed, I believe at the time, maybe a master's. It's a bit blurry in my mind, but you needed some former education to do it before you can actually go into it. And that was a lot of effort. I knew after a second year that I didn't really want to get a PhD. I didn't really like university. I just wanted my degree and to get out of there. So it wasn't quite something for me. I started to do YouTube, and that's when I had to play around with logo designs and banners and designing a whole bunch of things. I attempted to open up a shop. It didn't go very well, but I really did enjoy the process of designing a website, designing the logos, and doing, some form of product photography. It also didn't go the greatest, but it also wasn't the worst, so it wasn't that bad. And with that in mind, I liked the idea of graphic design. I was going through my old high school art pieces, cringing a lot, and I found my media arts stuff, and I actually remember liking it a lot. And that's sort of the reason why I ended up choosing graphic design, especially over visual arts. It's because I enjoyed it. I liked making logos for fake companies. I liked making logos. I enjoyed doing the website design and page layouts. Eventually, I did a flyer for someone, and I enjoyed the process of that. So in that case, I think graphic design is the better option, and I also like the idea of learning how to shoot product photos and how to do things like fabric designs, animation, and I get to play with a whole bunch of different mediums and learn Photoshop, which are things that I probably won't stumble into or try myself on my spare time without college. So that does bring up the fact that is art college worth it? And I don't think I have an answer for that right now. I do see pros and cons to it, but I think as the process goes on and as I graduate, I can better inform you about if college is the better choice for you, or if maybe you want to be a self-taught artist. So I am very excited for what's in the future. The other thing, speaking more upon this channel, is that hopefully with this change and more dedication towards art, I am going to improve my current setup. So right now I run everything on HP Spectre, which isn't a terrible laptop. It's great if you just want to do digital arts and keep up with daily things such as lecture taking and writing your essays and things like that. It's not great for if you want to do video editing, which is something that I've been getting into lately. As you can see with the videos, the little animations and having to stop, pause, add photos and things like that. And I hope with a desktop I can improve the editing process and also speed up video productions, because my laptop will cry with every video I edit and I get scared that it might catch on fire. So hopefully with a desktop I can eliminate that fear. Increasing video production also means that I can increase the quality of the video, as well as hopefully moving on to bigger projects. I have some things in mind that I want to work on, and hopefully I will be able to do that with a desktop and with upgrading things. That's something that some people don't really understand, is that there's a difference between being a big spender and having to actually upgrade yourself so you get better the content or whatever you're creating. For example, people who runs their sticker shops, they start off by hand cutting, but at some point of time, you're going to maybe want to invest in a silhouette or a Cricut cutter. So then that way you have neater lines and you don't spend as much time hand cutting stickers and around complicated shapes. And then you can even design stickers with complicated shapes because you don't have to hand cut it. So things like that are necessities, or also an investment. So hopefully this desktop will be a worthy investment for me in the future, and I can improve the quality of not just the video production but also the quality of my art and things like that. So yes, you could do art like on a dime. You can do it, you could buy a plain sketchbook and do it, fill the whole thing out with a pencil. But yeah, I think doing that is a good testing. It's good to test and see if you really love it and what your medium, and explore things. But also, I've reached a point where I sort of want improvement, and I want to also be able to not be restricted by my laptop buzzing or my laptop dying every 8 hours or all those things. So yeah, I think it's time for that upgrade, and hopefully that will enable me to make better content and things like that. So yeah, this isn't the usual video that I come up with. It's just a bit of an update in my life. I have shorter hair that is actually asymmetrically cut, by the way, which one side is longer than the other, and I love it. So that's your life update on my appearance. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for even just sticking around to how long that you've been around for. It's almost been a year, or 2 years. It's been a year already. And yeah, you guys have been supportive, showing me a lot of love, and welcoming me into the community. So just thank you for all of that. And I hope you guys stick around. I hope you guys look forward to the future projects. And I hope you guys stay safe, stay hydrated, and have just a wonderful day. So thank you, and hopefully I will catch you later. Bye.